everyone. Today is going to be a very, very special episode because we have with us Mr. Dipal Dutta, who is the CEO of RedoQ. Hello, sir. Welcome to the episode.
Hello.
And I don't think you need an introduction, but dive right into the most burning topics. So there are, a lot of comments that we are getting on social, and there are so many questions that are around about RedoQ, and we thought that who better than you answering them.
Mm-hmm.
So beginning with the first question, the entire decision of you moving the headquarters from UK to India, what was your thought process and why did you do that?
Like when we started in the UK, what we do is we develop software, we make product. Mainly our products are very extremely rich in terms of you need that amount of talent to actually work in that kind of product. You need a huge amount of dedicated manpower and that quality of the work.
Right.
That's the main reason for me to actually move towards India as a headquarter, where
Right.
we can develop multiple products with the kind of talent we have in India.
Right.
Now, when we talk about Calcutta, the fact is, I was born and I was born and I've grown up here. So, matter of the fact is, when we talk about as RedoQ, we opening a office in India, then for me the first choice is always going to be Calcutta because I already have my roots here. I know
Right.
the people, I know the kind of creativity we have, and that's one main reason why we want to move our main for the production here. And on a different way, not a different way, it's contrary to the belief that basically we Indians are actually very good in administration. Though we actually think that basically the Europeans or the Western countries, they're good in the administration part, but now the generation that we are working with, I think they're very good in administration, they're good in operations, and why not? Why not we have our headquarters here? And I
Right.
think many of the other organizations like us should start moving towards India.
Absolutely. I agree to that since we have been actually putting the branding on for RedoQ, and I have also seen that the response in Kolkata has been massive, right? And everybody is very enthusiastic about joining the team and joining RedoQ, and they are so looking forward to many other companies actually doing the same, right? What is your feeling that did you really think that you will actually get this response from the city when you have set up your...
See, the thing is, I do believe that we Calcutta people, we Calcasians are always, from ethnic perspective, we are very we are pride ethnic group. We always believe that, we have that extra edge if we've been given the scope, the chances, for whatever the reasons, from 1947 onwards, you see that the Calcutta has not flourished that much that what we should be expecting. What
Right.
we are expecting from Mumbai or Bangalore, I think we in Calcutta, we should be having the similar kind of infrastructure here. Kind of our organization, the other organizations, when we come together, we come in Calcutta, we start our operations here. I am sure that everybody in Calcutta, they will be, gladly welcoming us. And I was expecting that, people will accept us.
Yeah.
People love to work with us. But definitely it is great to see the kind of exposure, the kind of love and affection that we got from here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, even I'm really, really glad about that. So yeah, moving forward, would you be, able to actually help us understand the journey of RedoQ so far and where we are at today?
Right. It goes back around 15 long years. So I actually went to UK for studying. Before that, I went to UK for playing cricket. And then I went to UK for study. I was doing my graduation from there, in software engineering. Then once I finished my degree, I thought that, I was in PSW, it's called a post-study work permit for 2 years. So you get these 2 years of work permit, you can work somewhere or you can, experiment with yourself, with your career. And then that was the trend at the time. So I thought that, why not give it a try with something to do, something new, something instead of me working somewhere else, might as well just, try to create a software that can actually work in that market, the
Right.
UK market. And I realized that there is a small little gap in the market. Like there was in the F&B business, food industry, there was a huge gap between. You can put it down this way that the food sector were getting charged a huge amount of money by the aggregators. So we thought that maybe we can bridge that gap by bringing out the subscription model, and that's how we started RedoQ with a software that is kind of a marketplace, but in a subscription model, SaaS model in 2010. So that's how we started. In 2010 onwards, we incorporated in UK. We rolled out the software, got some clients in our kitty, and touch wood till date, we have got more than 5,000 clients. Right?
Yeah. So now RedoQ is not just recognized as a company who is out of UK, but as a global brand where we have offices in multiple countries. So could you shed a little bit of light upon what are we doing globally and what is your vision for the company?
See, the thing is, I have never looked into life as well as never looked into business as a kind of thing where it is about a profit and loss. It's more about being from a sports background. It was more about me. Still now, I believe it is more about my playground. It's
Right.
more about my trying to know the things that I don't know. So when we started RedoQ in UK, it was more about trying to figure out how our organization, our company works. We are absolutely bootstrap organization. There is no investment from outside. So from there, it was a very tough phase. Until now, we have been grinding ourselves. We have been investing whatever the profit margin that we've been investing into the business, growing it, and then there come the phase where we thought that why not look into the global market? Why not look into some other verticals like
Right.
the cloud services, IT, AI/ML, software services into different other countries. If the big giants like Infosys, TCS, all these guys can do it, then why not? We can also give it a try.
Absolutely.
It is not necessary that we'll be as big as TCS, but there will be eventually, there will be at least we can start. There will be an initial start. So that is the thought process. That's why we wanted to look in the global market.
Absolutely. So, I know the struggle of actually making a company ground up, and we have been a bootstrap company so far and have been profitable throughout. What do you think an entrepreneur should have a mindset to actually come so far and build such a giant empire?
Right. First of all, I don't think it's giant. There is a long way to go. We are just crawling at the moment. Probably there's a long way to go. We have to run. We have to do a hell lot of work to be called as a giant. But yeah, the entire journey, if I put down this way, if I look back and look into the entire journey of RedoQ, it is not always. It's good to coin the word like you are struggling. We have struggled. We have done hard work. But it is actually, I don't see it this way. What I see is, the way I see it is, the entire process, the entire thing has been a journey with ups and downs. When the chips were down, then also I think it was more about we learning from our mistakes. We learning from, be it a financial perspective, be it a business perspective, or development, IT, whatever the perspective. We had some down points, but those were more about learning it. It's a learning curve than actually a struggle.
Right.
So for every entrepreneur, I think it's just from my experience, I can say that they should look at the ground. They should keep playing. They should keep on think about each ball instead of thinking about the end result. As long as you can stay in the ground, you will be successful.
Right. So let's know about the man behind RedoQ. What would you say? Who is Dipal Dutta?
See, I can define myself as a child who is still playing, has not grown up, and every day I look forward to come to the office or come to the work wherever I'm working. It is, for me, the work is not a work. For me, it's actually I'm just playing. That's it, and I guess that's how the life should be. That RedoQ has given me the enough amount of liberty to do the things that I want to do. So I have no regrets. Other than that, I actually think that it's been a beautiful journey.
Right. Yeah. I mean, if I have to describe you, since I've been working with you for a year, I would definitely say like you have that sportsmanship which you bring to the table as well when we are working, right? And working with you has been really great because you bring in that energy and you actually bring in, when we kind of think that there is a roadblock, you never let us think that there is a roadblock because you're like, why can you not go beyond that? Maybe it's tough at some point in time, but I've always realized that we can actually do way more and you really, really push all your employees to do better in life. So thank you for that. Yeah. if you have to give any suggestions, because I know that you love being around students and you're really focusing on actually enabling skills, and you do not really focus on one having just the degree or the paper, but you really focus on what can you do, right? You being a student, you started becoming an entrepreneur, you went on with your student projects like that. For the younger generation, what would you want to tell them if they want to step into the entrepreneurial space landscape now?
Right. I can only talk about my experience. I can only talk about, I can advise from my experience. Whether it's going to be right or wrong for one individual, that's not in my hand. But from my experience, what I can say is, for anybody, it's irrelevant whether it's entrepreneur or not. For everybody, what you need to look into is, be it a software engineering, be it a IT, be it you being a doctor, any other field, you actually look into nature. So there is absolute connect in the nature. The way this entire world, this entire universe is actually works, our entire life actually works in the same way.
Right.
So the inspiration is out there. Inspiration is out there. Once you sit down and start thinking about the entire process of life, the entire process of the things that's happening around you, you see that you can replicate the similar process, maybe it in a software, maybe it in aeronautical engineering, maybe in space engineering. So it's more about you picking up and understanding and having the experience of seeing around than actually having the education on paper.
Right.
Education should be open. Education should be from every single aspect you should learn.
Right. And very briefly, if you can actually tell us, how do you think the IT landscape of India will be changing as per you?
IT landscape. See, I'll tell you one thing, that IT has been differentiated into software and the hardware part. So from Indian perspective, we have always been a country with a lot of knowledge about software, a lot of knowledge about how software, how AI, and all these things will be working. I think it's high time that we, as Indian, we should also start focusing on how hardware aspect works.
Right.
Because there is a huge scope, which obviously India is not doing it at this point. They have started initially, now they have started doing it, but I think there is still a huge amount of space there where we should learn how a processor is made, how a microchip is made, how conductors are made. So I think, like right now, if you look into Silicon Valley, they are actually working in quantum computers.
Right.
The quantum processors, they're working with qubits and things. So here also in India, I think it's time that we also look into this kind of hardware aspect in IT.
And sir, any projects, any future endeavors that you're looking into from RedoQ's point of view?
Currently, we're actually working on one of very interesting projects. It's called Quick Studio. This is something that we've been working for the last couple of years, two and a half years, and hopefully by next 2 months we'll be done with the phase one.
Right.
Because it goes around 6-7 phases. So once the phase one is out, I think the IT industry will be really liking the product.
Right.
That will help a lot in terms of how we think about software, how we make software. So yeah, looking forward to that.
Yeah, exciting.
Yeah.
Have actually enjoyed this episode and gotten many answers which they had in mind. And we will have Dipal sir around with us and have many more episodes with him. So stay tuned. Until then, bye-bye.